We're going to have an executive session with our cell phones. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, we are meeting a regular zoning board of appeals meeting. But before we actually go into the meeting, the board members have to go into an executive session. So we are going to leave you all for a few minutes, go into executive session, come back, and then we will resume our regularly scheduled program. So I need a motion to enter into executive session.
Move to enter into executive sessions.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Roll call vote?
No, that's fine.
We're all set. Okay, so now zoning board members, what I need for you to do is to mute and turn off the video, and then you'll get our phone call. So it'll take a few minutes. So stop your video so we can't see you, and then make sure you're muted. Okay, hi, everybody, we're back. So we are now in open session, and I need a motion on the remand that we just had an executive session on, and then we need to vote on that.
Fran, before we take a vote and make a motion, do I need to read the legal notice for this matter tonight?
Yes,
Okay, so I'm going to read the notice, then we're going to close the public hearing, and I'll make the motion.
fine.
Okay, so notice is hereby given that the Board of Appeals of the City of Peabody will hold a public hearing via Zoom remote participation on Monday, January 25th, 7 p.m. on the matter of the remand from the Superior Court docket number 2077 CV 1215 Peabody North LLC versus Francis Piazza Gallucci, Stephen Zelotis, Dan Sensabaugh, Julie Picardi, Barry Osborne, Ed Colbert, and Keith Slattery as members of the City of Peabody Zoning Board of Appeals et al. For the premises located at 128 Newbury Street, map 57, lots 74 and 74U, Peabody, Massachusetts. I'm going to first make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, now I'm going to make a motion on whether to allow the applicant's motion for remand.
Need a second?
Second.
Roll call vote.
Dan,
No.
Barry,
No.
Julie,
No.
Stephen,
No.
Fran,
No. Okay, thank you. That obviously did not pass. We now are going to our number 2, which is a continued application. So Dan, why don't you just read that little blurb there?
Well, I don't think I have to read the legal notice because where it's a continued application, we've already read the legal notice into the record. However, is this the matter that's being continued again?
This is the Northeast Arms. Did you get the email?
That's right. I'm going to look for that email now. I believe, did that come from Carla today?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't have it, I have it if you want me to read it.
Let's see.
It's very
Sure.
small.
Yeah, because I've got some letters that came
Okay.
in. But yeah, if you have it in front of you, if you want to read I think there was a request for continuance that was made.
Yes. Dear Mrs. McGrath, through you to the members of the Zoning Board of Appeals, I am respectfully requesting that the matter concerning Northeast Arms at 108 Newbury Street be continued to the February 22nd meeting. This is from Attorney Kelty. I had promised both the board and the neighbors materials such as pictures and videos and technical information, which I have not yet received or circulated. Therefore, I am requesting the continuance. So I need,
Motion to allow the continuance to the next regular zoning board meeting.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Great. Okay, so that is Northeast Arms. Anybody that was attending this evening for Northeast Arms, that is continued. Right. That's continued till February 22nd. But we do have, and you all will get copies of this, we have quite a few letters that were sent to us via email for 108 Newbury Street, Northeast Arms. I need a motion to accept the correspondence into the record.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Did somebody make a motion?
Stephen and I second.
Okay, great. And if you haven't received these yet, you'll receive all the letters. There's quite a few of them, new ones. And you'll have all that way before the next meeting. Okay. So now we are on to number 3 on our agenda.
Notice is hereby given that the Board of Appeals of the City of Peabody will hold a public hearing via Zoom remote participation on Monday, January 25th, 7 p.m. on the application of Janice Schulte, for a variance from the provision of the zoning ordinance 2019 as amended section 7.2, as it applies to the premises known as 11 Glendale Ave, PVD map 120 lot 38. This petitioner seeks a variance to construct a garage addition and requires relief to the right side yard setback where 15 feet is required and 11 feet is proposed. The rear yard where 35 feet is required and a half a foot is proposed. The property is located in an R1A zoning district. The application and plan are available to the public and can be viewed by contacting Carlo McGrath at carlo.mcgrath@pvdmass.gov or 978-538-5792 in advance and prior to the public hearing. The agenda for this meeting and instructions on how to access the remote participation platform are posted on the City of Peabody website.
Can we speak? Can I hear us?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, you may speak.
hi, I'm Janice Schulte, from 11 Glendale Ave. And what am I supposed to say?
What do you want to know?
Well, why are
What do
you,
you want to do?
yeah, what do you
Oh,
want
the
to do?
variance, because if you look on the paper, where we want to build, there's a paper road, a fire road behind me, but I have a T-shaped piece of land, so I'm looking for a variance so I can build the attached garage. And the backyard, I don't have the, 15 feet. Is that right?
Through the chair?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, Barry.
Just one question through you to the applicant. Have you seen the correspondence to the concerns from the Conservation Commission, or have you gone to the Conservation Commission seeking an approval or an order of conditions or whatever is required for that section?
No, I didn't, but on the letters, it said I needed an RDA or something like that. But this was the step before that.
Okay. So you understand that the Conservation Commission does believe there's a stream that runs through that property, that you would have to go to them for their, I guess an order of conditions or their approval for this construction to go forward.
Okay, so I would do that first before.
Well,
get the
I
variance?
think we could probably grant the variance conditional to satisfaction of the Conservation Commission if the rest of the board agrees to something like that. Other than
Great.
that, I don't think we have a big problem.
We'll have to vote on anything. Okay.
Through the chair. So I just asked the applicant if you could just describe a little bit the paper road that's behind your property. Is that an access road? I mean, are there people traveling on that road? I do see that, there are some houses across the way. If you go down Troy Street and take a left, it looks like there are some houses, but and then there are some other parcels. And I just wonder, is it possible that in the future there could be some future development that this could impact? Would be my question. And I don't know if anybody on the board has had an opportunity to view. I'd be curious to hear that as well. But if I could hear from the applicant as to that paper road.
So the paper road, behind me, there's a lot. And then Rockway connects on the other side, but no one travels there. The piece that's right behind my property here is actually owned by the City of Peabody. And then there's two small lots closer to Rockway that aren't behind me. So I was under the impression that road doesn't look like it's ever going to connect. And from what I understood, if anyone ever did want to put a road there or develop that, they'd have to pay for culvert. To buy the foot, they'd have to pay for that. And it just doesn't seem like anything very likely to happen.
Okay, Mrs. Schulte, I'm under the impression that the Lucia Del Nigro from the Conservation Commission has been emailing you. I just want to read this to you. The the property owner, which is you, must
Yep.
have a wetland scientist or engineer survey or confirm if the stream exists as an open flowing waterway or if there is an existing culvert. If there is a culvert, the commission must know how long the culvert is in its entirety in this section. The owner may need to file with the commission for approval. More information is needed to confirm. So they have identified a stream that runs along this paper street behind where you are proposing this garage. And if we give you a variance, you can't do anything until you go step by step with the Conservation Commission and do exactly what they're asking you. And
Okay.
we would condition that. You can't get a building permit, you couldn't get anything until you pass everything by conservation.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but that's, like I said, I got one. I should get that letter from them, huh? The other paper that I have. There was one condition on there and it was initials of something and I wasn't sure what it meant, but
Okay, so,
I don't think that would be a problem.
well, like I said before, even if it is a problem, if you want to continue to build this,
Yeah.
you're going to have to follow the exact rules and regulations of what the Conservation Commission is asking you.
That's fine.
Okay.
There could be no building at all until they give you, if we give you a variance, you have to have their approval, because it seems like there's a stream that is running somewhere behind your property. And
Yeah,
they need more information on this.
okay.
So you all got my members? Did you get that memorandum from the Conservation Commission?
I did, I have it. I could go get it right now, but
Oh, no, it's okay. As long as we have it and you're aware of it.
it was just knowing step by step what I need to do and who I need to contact next, so.
Right. Next after us would be Lucia Del Nigro at the Conservation Commission.
Okay,
Lucia Del Nigro.
I have a paper from that.
Right.
Of course, with COVID, it's harder to contact anybody because, so. So should I go get that?
No, yeah, you said you didn't need
Mayor,
it.
if I may, Fran?
Yes.
Just Mr. Schulte, just a couple of quick questions about the garage.
Yeah.
I see it's a two-car garage.
Mhm.
Are you proposing to put anything above it?
Yes,
Okay, what are you proposing to put above it?
a master bedroom and a bath.
You're not proposing any additional kitchen or anything like that, though?
No.
No. We just did this one over. That's
Oh,
enough.
that's a separate
Good
thing.
luck.
Okay.
All right.
Any other questions by the board before I go into the audience?
Well, before we open it up, Fran, I just curious if anybody else shares the concern about the potential for future development. I just look, if we do allow the variance to put that attached garage on that property, are we preventing, any potential future development on that road, or is anyone else more familiar with that area?
Yeah, I can kind of speak to that. I live pretty close to here. I'm down off of Linfield, but this side, my old running days, I used to kind of go by here all the time. And it's pretty rocky back there. It's a pretty steep cliff, I believe. And they have the two different sides of the street. There's a couple streets like this in this part of Peabody, where they have a street that kind of starts to go, and then it just stops and dead ends. It paper streets through a whole bunch of rock and other stuff, and then starts again on the other side. If my memory serves me correctly, it's been like this for probably the better part of 20 or 25 years. So I don't think it's necessarily feasible to even put a house back there. I think the amount of blasting they would have to do would be incredible for a lot or two. So I think we're probably okay.
Through the chair, and I agree, Stephen. I would never say never, but very unlikely.
Any other comments by the board?
Through the chair.
Yeah.
Ed here. I have been down there a couple of times in preparation for this meeting tonight, and there's no way anybody could build houses back there without an extensive cost to move rock in a hill. It just won't happen.
Good. Okay, anybody else? So for attendees in the audience, I see Jim. Jim? Nope. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak on this matter? If so, please raise your hand. So the couple of people that I see in the audience, you do not want to speak
That's
on this.
probably one of them.
Yeah, I'm off.
Is that a yes?
No, that was just the applicant.
Okay. Okay. Well, seeing none,
That's good.
Motion to
Matter-
close the public hearing.
before the board. Okay, could I ask Janice to mute yourself for a minute, please?
Sure. Mute us, Brad.
Oh, mute.
Mute.
How to do it.
I don't know how.
There you go, all set. Okay, matter is before the board.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Second,
Motion to approve.
conditional,
We need conditions.
Conditionally, sorry, motion to approve conditional upon the applicants receiving permission from the Conservation Commission prior to any build.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Dan,
Yes.
Barry,
yes,
Julie,
Yes.
Stephen,
Yes.
Fran,
Yes. Okay. So you, Mrs. Schulte, you have been approved for the variance. But I strongly suggest that you get to talk to Lucia at Conservation. There is a, and you'll hear from Carla tomorrow. You'll hear from Carla McGrath, the building department. What shall I call her? The
clerk.
the clerk of all the clerks, the clerk of the works. You'll hear from her tomorrow, and she'll explain everything in detail for you, okay? Okay, thank you. Now, we need a motion to accept the meeting minutes from November 16th.
So moved.
second,
We need a motion to accept the meeting minutes from December 7th.
So moved.
second,
We need a motion to close the public hearing and then to adjourn. But before we do that, our next meeting now is February 8th, I believe. Yes, February 8th. We're meeting on 15 King Street. I'm not sure, I wasn't going to even bring this up, but if in fact they have a gigantic presentation, I was thinking along the way that maybe we could come to City Hall like the council does, but I'm really not sure. I just thought I would throw that out because I really would like to see all of you, but I'll get in touch with you before that. You know, don't plan on that, but I just thought it was a nice thought.
it is.
Everybody's all smiles. So February 8th, we'll be back on track, and then February 22nd again. So those of you that thought that we had meetings before this in January, I thought that was very nice that you all wanted to get together, but yeah, and you all know who you are. So that's it, everybody. It's a short one tonight. Sorry. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
And I want to once again thank you all. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all soon.
Have a good
Night,
night.
everybody.
Okay, good night.
Bye.